this evening, sponsored by Courts Bringing Value Home. Another suspect wanted for Main Street abduction. Police intensifies search for Joshua David. Phase 2 of Wales Gas to Energy project hopeless. Patterson. ExxonMobil dumping wastewater back into the ocean, detrimental to marine and terrestrial life. Janky warns. And Agriculture Month officially launched. Vision 2025 by 2025 on track. HGP Nightly News begins right now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Melissa Grant with the Tuesday 1st October 2024 edition of the HGP Nightly News. Travis Chase now updates us on the search for the man who was abducted on Main Street.
As the search continues for Joshua David, called Briggs, the Criminal Investigations Department of the Guyana Police Force is searching for yet another man in connection with the disappearance of David. Police want to question 36-year-old Damian Barlow of Norton Street Lodge. Barlow is the sixth person wanted by the police since the abduction of David. Osafa Peters, called saddest of William Street, Kitty, Georgetown, turned himself into police Monday afternoon in the company of a lawyer. He has since claimed to have no knowledge of the crime he is wanted for. Alpha Poole also turned himself into the police on Monday afternoon and have since told police that he's innocent of any accusation. 3 suspects remain at large. Aaron Allen, whose last known address is West Rhymeville, Georgetown, Wayne Barker, whose last address was Lot G, Norton Street Lodge, and Dwayne Griffith, formerly of 68 William Street, Kitty. Ranks from the Special Branch Unit of the Guyana Police Force searched several buildings belonging to a Georgetown businessman. It was after those searches were conducted that 2 of the accused surrendered to police. The police have intensified their search for Joshua David, who was reportedly abducted on Thursday, September 26, 2024, from Main Street in Georgetown. A video of the abduction has since surfaced. The police on Tuesday morning cordoned off a section of the Buxton Backlands as the search continues for Joshua David, well known as Briggs. Reporting for HGP Nightly News from the Buxton Backlands, I am Travis Chase.
The October Demerara criminal assizes opened on a Tuesday with 183 cases listed for trial. Tiana Cole filed that report.
The Demerara criminal assizes commenced Tuesday morning with the ceremonial parade held outside the High Court in Georgetown, with Justice Navindra Singh taking the salute and inspecting the guard of honor. Of the 183 cases listed for trial, Justice Navindra Singh, Madam Justice Joanne Barlow, Justice Sandil Kisun, Madam Justice Cheryl Isaacs Marcus, and Justice Peter Yu are listed to sit. The Berbice October criminal assizes will commence on October 15, and Justice Zamila Ali C. Paul will preside over these cases. The last opening of the Demerara assizes commenced on June 24, 2024, with a total of 234 cases listed to be heard. Madam Justice Simone Morris Ramlal, Madam Justice Joanne Barlow, Justice Sandil Kisun, and Justice Navindra Singh commenced the assizes. On June 25, following their appointments by the Judicial Service Commission, JSC, Justice Peter Yu, Justice Zamila Ali C. Paul, and Justice Cheryl Isaacs Marcus sat. During this assizes, the state disposed of 69 matters, while 44 cases were presented in the High Court. Of these, 13 for the offense of murder, 6 for manslaughter, 15 were for the offense attempt to commit murder, 9 for sexual offenses, and 1 for the offense of accessory after the fact of murder. Meanwhile, in the Berbice assizes during the same period, 86 cases were listed to be heard. However, so far, State Counsel Cecilia Corbin has completed 9 matters before Madam Justice Simone Morris Ramlal. Over at the Essequibo assizes, which commenced in May with 78 cases listed. State Counsel Latifah Elliott has prosecuted 3 matters for sexual offences before Madam Justice Damon Young. The Court of Appeal during June, July, and August appeared in 9 appeals for the offences of murder, manslaughter, sexual offences, possession of narcotics and ammunition, causing death by dangerous driving, and assault causing actual bodily harm. Assistant DPP Diana O'Brien, Assistant DPP Tashana Lake, Assistant DPP Mercedes Glassford, and Assistant DPP Lisa Cave appeared in these matters. There were 5 applications to appeal against conviction and sentence. 3 of these applications were dismissed. Tianako reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Former Public Works Minister David Patterson has expressed hopelessness regarding the second phase of the gas to energy project, given the fact that the first phase remains incomplete. Antonio Day reports.
It does not look, which is the one that's being done now. It's unlikely to be completed for 2025. We've already seen that.
That was former Public Works Minister David Patterson Friday last while addressing Phase 1 of the approximately $2 billion Wales Gas LNG project during the Alliance for Change's weekly press conference. Patterson pinpointed that among the delays, which include pile driving activities, which recently commenced, also sees contractors awaiting the arrival of a key equipment. According to the Alliance for Change chairman, authorities are already dealing with the handing over of the contractor Linsika CH4 by ExxonMobil Guyana Limited, EMGL.
We can expect a lengthy delay. I heard a JAGDO make a threat about $11 million a month liquidated damages. I can safely predict that will not happen. They're accustomed to dealing with Chinese Sioux-type Chinese firms, whereby when these delays occur, they may meet in a convenient venue or even at the Vice President's home, as we seen in the Vice News.
ExxonMobil was tasked with preparing the site for the project, but subcontractors hired by the company, however, completed the preliminary works later than expected. The state and the joint venture Linsika and CH4 have sought to resolve the dispute over the delayed works through arbitration, which is still ongoing. Patterson argued that while the state continues to champion the project, they have failed considerably regarding the provision of reliable electricity for citizens.
But this is typical PPP planning. It's all a smoke screen. So if phase 1 is already developing into a white elephant, you can imagine that what phase 2 would be, meaning when the elephant may be a kangaroo or a giraffe. I want to say quite clearly, this is not a money for the boys project, and obviously on assumption of office, the AFC will call for immediate audit.
Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Attorney at law Melinda Janke continues to express concern over the wastewater being dumped into the ocean consequent to the oil and gas activities being conducted by ExxonMobil. The attorney warned that this continuous trend could significantly impact marine and terrestrial ecosystems. Here again is Antonio Day.
The produced water is a liquid that is extracted during oil and gas production activities that contain dissolved mineral salts and include organic compounds such as acids, waxes, and mineral oils. When disposed irresponsibly, it can increase ocean temperatures, which can adversely affect marine organisms. Attorney at law Melinda Janke warned that this trend continues to significantly impact marine and terrestrial ecosystems.
You could look at the different environmental impact assessments, which are on the Environmental Protection Agency website, and see those chemicals for yourself.
This water, when dumped into the ocean, can increase to as much as 3 degrees Celsius, Janke noted.
So the water that Exxon uses for cooling, which then becomes very hot, which is then dumped into the ocean, and which, according to the EIA, can raise the temperature of the ocean by 3 degrees centigrade.
For instance, this produced water, which contains oil and grease and is hot in temperature, is expected to be treated to ensure that the oil content does not exceed 42 milligrams per liter on a daily basis, or 29 milligrams per liter on a monthly average. Janke noted that these are all unsafe environmental practices by the oil and gas conglomerate. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
We'll be back after this break. Stay with us.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting's and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Dalmas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc., powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
Win Fuel Plus prizes you love with Rubis. Spend $4,500 or more in Ultratech Fuel at any Rubis service station and get an entry card. Win one of 2 amazing grand prizes: $200,000 in Ultratech Fuel plus $800,000 in cash, or $200,000 in Ultratech Fuel plus an $800,000 electronics package. Each week you could win fabulous prizes including Ultratech Fuel, a PS5, shopping vouchers, and more. Fuel up with Rubis for your chance to win.
Thanks for staying with us. You're watching the HGP Nightly News. Agriculture Month kicked off on Tuesday with a call for innovation and sustainability as the subject minister reaffirmed Guyana's commitment to leading the region's food security efforts amid ongoing challenges. Here is Carice Gonzalez.
Agriculture Month was officially launched on Tuesday at the Ministry of Agriculture's office on Regent Street. Under the theme, Transforming Tomorrow, Championing Food Security Through Innovation and Technology. In his remarks, Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa highlighted that Guyana remains a key player in ensuring food security across the Caribbean, and despite setbacks posed by Hurricane Beryl for Vision 25 by 2025, Guyana continues to forge ahead.
The latest report is that we are on the track to achieve that target.
Additionally, Minister Mustafa emphasized that while the government continues to look ahead, it understands the need for environmental stewardship, which calls for the integration of innovation and technology in sustainable ways.
We cannot rely on traditional method alone to address today's challenges. That is why we are bringing in these innovations, these technology. Innovation is key. Precision agriculture, climate smart farming techniques, and the expansion of the agri-processing are just some of the ways we are working to ensure our farms produce more with fewer resources.
Meanwhile, Director General of the Ministry of Agriculture, Madan Lal Ramraj, noted that this month serves as an opportunity for reflection and a celebration of those who support our food systems.
We are reminded of our shared responsibility to care for the land, the environment, and for each other. In Guyana, agriculture is more than an industry. It is a calling that nourishes both body and soul. It forms the backbone of our economy.
Moreover, Minister Mustafa reiterated that Guyana is overcoming significant challenges such as climate change, population growth, and changing dietary demands. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Meanwhile, President Irfaan Ali has announced ambitious plans to enhance local egg and chicken production by establishing major agricultural facilities in the respective administrative regions with the aim of engaging youths as active stakeholders in the agro-food sector. Caris Gonzalez reports.
President Irfaan Ali, during an early morning meeting with youth in Region 5, revealed plans for the government to set up agricultural facilities in each administrative region to enhance local egg and chicken production.
We want every region to have a major facility under this agri-innovation program, the Youth Innovation Program, that leads to self-sufficiency in eggs and chicken.
These facilities are expected to cover about 5 acres each, focusing on making the most of the limited land available. However, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa pointed out that this initiative aims to not only engage youth in agriculture, but also to make them active stakeholders in the industry.
We are empowering young people, and we are bringing in more young people into the agriculture sector. But we are not just bringing them into the agriculture sector, but we are empowering them economically. We are making them now shareholders.
Additionally, President Ali also announced a new project to strengthen the agro-food sector, linking it to the national food system through the Agriculture and Innovation Entrepreneurship Program. This effort will utilize technology and sustainable practices for producing chickens, prawns, shrimp, and eggs. He highlighted a strong demand for these products, leading the government to consider producing value-added goods like sausages and meatballs. I am Caris Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
One day after Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George dismissed Kathy Hughes' discrimination case against Vice President Barrett Jagdeo over that low-life remark, the matter will be appealed. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
Alliance for Change AFC parliamentarian Kathy Hughes has announced her intention to appeal the dismissal by Chief Justice Roxanne George acting on a recent application in the court, which, among other things, alleged that Vice President Barrett Jagdeo defamed her by calling her a quote-unquote low-life. Mistress Hughes has been advised that the decision of the Honorable Chief Justice ought to benefit from a review of the Court of Appellate Jurisdiction, and has consequently instructed her attorneys to appeal the decision. Details of the appeal filed will be shared with the media. On Monday, Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George ruled that there was insufficient evidence to prove that Vice President Barrett Jagdeo discriminated against or breached the fundamental rights of opposition Member of Parliament Catherine Hughes when he referred to her as a quote-unquote low-life. The court dismissed a constitutional challenge by Hughes calling for the operationalization of the Human Rights Commission. In her submissions to the court, Mistress Hughes argued, among other things, that a said statement made by Barrett Jagdeo, Vice President of Guyana, at a press conference held on November 23, 2023, at which he referred to Mistress Hughes as a quote-unquote low-life, amounted to discrimination against her as a female African member of the National Assembly. Last December, Hughes sought a number of declarations and conservatory orders aimed at having the government establish the Human Rights Commission as prescribed by the Constitution. She had argued that the state's failure to establish the Human Rights Commission was a breach of her right not to be denied equal protection benefits of the law as guaranteed by the Constitution. The state was represented by the Attorney General, the Deputy Solicitor General, and a number of other state counsel, while MP Hughes was represented by attorneys at law Nigel Hughes and Kishana Jefford. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
We have more news for you after this break.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1. Give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Tropic Construction Solutions, we pride ourselves on being one of the leading distributors of high-quality woven and non-woven geotextile fabric, geotextile tubes, and geogrids for over 15 years in Guyana. We supply reflective vests, sleeves, quality hard hats, and more for your construction needs. We are located in No. 2 Village, East Coast Berbice, 1 minute from Palmyra. Our distribution mechanism enables us to offer delivery across the city of Georgetown. Contact us at +5926-284-077 or visit our website at www.tc.
I am Simone Ford, and I'm the owner of Siege Eco Clean Services. I provide my services to the oil and gas sector. We provide janitorial services which are environmentally friendly, so we produce healthier homes and healthier workspaces.
You're watching the HGP Nightly News as we continue. Miss Region 9, Maureen Alfred, was crowned Miss Amerindian Heritage 2024 on Monday evening at the National Cultural Center. She competed against 9 other delegates for the coveted crown. Dacia Richards reports.
22-year-old Noreen Alfred from St. Ignatius Village in Region 9 was crowned Miss Amerindian Heritage 2024 on Monday evening as Amerindian Heritage Month ended.
Our first runner-up in the Miss Amerindian Heritage pageant is Region number 1, which means Region 9 is the new Miss Amerindian Heritage Queen.
The pageant saw participation from all 10 administrative regions. Delegates proudly showcased their talent, cultural wear, and evening gown segments. Alfred, an engineering and project management student at the University of Guyana, wowed the audience and judges with confidence.
Youth empowerment is very important, and some ways in which we can empower them is to have capacity building programs so that they will transform knowledge gain into practical outcomes. This benefits themselves, their community, and ultimately enhances national development. Thank you.
Noreen Alfred will reign from 2024 to 2026, representing indigenous communities across the length and breadth of Guyana. Arena Williams from Region 1 emerged first runner-up, second runner-up Sandra Edwards, Region 8, third runner-up Sylvani Robertson representing Region 7, while Andrea Stobie, who represented Region 10, rounded out the top 4. Alfred received $300,000 and the crown. Edwards received $200,000, Robertson received $100,000, while Stobie received $75,000. Representing Region 2 was Janelle Henry, Region 3 Natasha Neblet, Region 4 Ostacia Simon, Region 5 Marcelina Budberg, and Region 6 Shania Panu. For AGP Nightly News, I am Dacia Richards.
The Secondary Schools Department of the Potential School in Region 3 was boosted with an Industrial Technology Department. Here again is Dacia Richards.
The Ministry of Education on Monday commissioned the newly constructed Industrial Technology Department at the Potential Secondary School in Region 3. The department is valued at $17 million and is a part of the ministry's mission to enhance technical and vocational education across the country. The IT department exposes students to technical drawing and building technology, which sets the platform required for today's fast-paced economy. Minister of Education Priyamanik Chan in her remarks highlighted that the ministry is striving to create well-rounded students across the country. The minister posited that the, quote, new TVET block is another step towards achieving that goal by creating spaces that are conducive to hands-on learning and practical education, unquote. The facility will be managed by the head of department and 2 staff members as the department caters to students from grades 7 to 11. All grades will benefit from technical drawing, while grades 10 and 11 be exposed to building technology. The school currently has 724 students and 57 teachers. Head teacher of the school, Laverne Carrill, said that the new building will improve the learning experience for both students and staff. The construction of the facility began in July of 2023. In September of 2024, the potential secondary school's opening was delayed for grades 7 to 9 due to the rehabilitation works being undertaken to the school's building. The school was among several schools in Region 3 to be commissioned after several delays due to rehabilitation projects undertaken by the Ministry of Education just before the reopening of schools on September 22nd, 2024. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Government is developing an action plan for the regulation of antibiotics. It is expected to be rolled out by the end of the year. Here is Tiana Cole.
According to acting chief pharmacist in the Ministry of Health, Sukhdev Singh, health authorities plan to launch a nationwide action plan by the end of the year to address the misuse of antibiotics.
Dr. Jabu, myself, and we have some other colleagues who are currently working on a national action plan, which will be implemented very soon. Right? The minister is something big. Dr. Jabu also is a champion on this. And we have some other colleagues, but this is something we need to work on.
According to Sukhdev, several processes are currently being worked on, but pharmaceutical leadership vigilance is at the forefront.
For instance, ensuring the safety and efficacy of antibiotics and other medicines. We need to be part of the solution to combat antimicrobial resistance. This is the 10th global health threat, where many people die every year.
According to the World Health Organization, WHO, antimicrobial resistance, AMR, threatens the effective prevention and treatment for an ever-increasing range of infections caused by bacteria, parasites, viruses, and fungi. AMR occurs when bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites change over time and no longer respond to medicines, making infections harder to treat and increasing the risk of spreading the disease, severe illness, and death. As a result, medicines become ineffective and infections persist in the body, increasing the risk of spreading to others. Antimicrobials, which includes antibiotics, antivirals, antifungals, and antiparasitics, are all medicines used to prevent and treat infections in humans, animals, and plants, which oftentimes are misused by humans. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for regional news.
The Guyana Elections Commission GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration. You must visit the GECOM registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons from your area of residence to apply for registration or name change or correction. You must be in possession of the following source documents as might be relevant. Original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration. Original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by way of marriage. Original deed poll and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll. Original naturalization certificate and original birth certificate in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GECOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GECOM website at www.gecom.org.gy.
GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Where to apply for registration? You are required to visit the registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons in your area of residence to apply for registration. Office hours, Monday to Thursday, 8 to 12 hours, 13 hours to 16 hours 30, and Friday from 8 to 12 hours and 13 to 15 hours 30. The offices will be closed on weekends and holidays. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GECOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gecom.org.gy.
Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Venezuela. Venezuelans are now celebrating Christmas after President Nicolas Maduro's announcement in early September about moving Christmas to October 1, 2024. The premature holiday has been perceived by many Venezuelans as an attempt to win public favor and mass economic collapse amid political unrest in the country. Maduro's governing party claimed to have won Venezuela's presidential election. The country's electoral council, however, did not share a breakdown of the election results. Venezuela's Supreme Court has supported Maduro's claim that he won the presidential election. The country's most prominent opposition party, as well as the United Nations and the NGO, the Carter Center, have disputed the results. We tell you now that global warming, combined with the sitting of the Paraguay River, has contributed to the erosion of Atafona's coast and caused destruction of 500 houses, including the collapse of a 4-story building by the beach. This is one of the countless beachside communities losing their battles to the ocean up and down Brazil's 85,000 kilometers of Atlantic coastline. The sea level has risen 13 centimeters in the region around Afotona in the last 30 years and could rise another 16 centimeters by 2050, according to the United Nations report. Coastal areas such as Atofona could see the ocean advance inland as much as 150 meters in the next 28 years, according to a marine geographer. Although dramatic, Atafona's plight is not unique in Brazil. We conclude with news from Haiti. A gang-fueled social and political crisis in Haiti has swollen the ranks of those suffering severe hunger in recent months, with an estimated 5.4 million Haitians having run out of food and gone a day or more without eating. Of those, at least 6,000 residents of the Caribbean island nation now suffer catastrophe levels of hunger, according to data released on Monday by Global Hunger Watchdog Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, or IPC. Those experiencing severe hunger are up from just under 5 million estimated last March. The figure is set to surpass 5.5 million by next June, or about half of Haiti's population, over 11 million. In a report, the IPC blamed escalating violence in and around the capital of Port-au-Prince for causing serious difficulties in supplying basic foodstuffs to the region, limiting households' physical and financial access to food. The IPC also cited a high inflation rate as an aggravating factor at a time when spending on food accounts for up to 70% of household budgets. I am Carice Gonzalez. Thank you for watching.
Another suspect wanted for Main Street abduction. Police intensifies a search for Joshua David. Phase 2 of the Wales Gas to Energy project hopeless. Patterson. ExxonMobil dumping wastewater back into the ocean, detrimental to marine and terrestrial life. Janky warns, and Agriculture Month officially launched. Vision by 2025 on track. Those are our major headlines for these stories and more. Please go to our website. It's www.hgpnightlY.com. hgptv.com. I'm Aletha Grant. Thanks for watching.